So a study came out last year. Researchers analyzed over 2 million CI/CD runs on GitHub Actions. What they found was that just that one platform produced around 457 metric tons of CO2. That's 70 million smartphone charges worth of energy, all while no CI platform tells you any of this. So your pipelines consume compute, consume energy, and there's zero accountability for it. DuoOps changes that. So with DuoOps, you run one command, DuoOps init, and it wires up everything. It provisions a GCP runner, sets the CI/CD variables on your GitLab project, and drops two components into your pipeline. The first is measure. It pulls real CPU and RAM utilization from GCP Cloud Monitoring after each job and calculates actual carbon emissions from time series data. And it persists everything to BigQuery, so you can track it across every pipeline every day. The second component is heal. Heal is basically an autonomous CI debugger. When your pipeline fails, it reads every failed job's logs, reads the CI config, reads the source code, and produces a full diagnosis end-to-end with no human in the loop. So here, I've got a Node.js project with a pretty typical CI setup. I push, pipeline fails on 2 jobs. I run DuoOps heal-CI. It identifies root cause immediately. Strict type checking on JavaScript files, a non-existent complexity package. Fix is proposed, done. But here's what makes it different from just another autofix tool. It also analyzes the entire pipeline for sustainability. In this repo, it found 7 redundant npmci calls, a duplicate Docker build, 0 caching, and an oversized base image. Just from consolidating those installs and adding caching, that's roughly 40% less compute time per pipeline run. Multiply that across hundreds of pipelines a week, and you're talking real carbon savings. The carbon numbers are based on actual research from Resync, TEEDS, and the Green Software Foundation. We pull real CPU utilization time series and use cubic spline interpolation to figure out the power draw at each point. Then there's REM energy and other data points that we collect from Google APIs and Electricity Maps API. All of that goes into this formula and you get an actual CO2 number per job. DuoOps also comes with a portal, which is a governance layer. Teams can set carbon budgets per project, just like you'd set cost budgets on cloud spend. You get breach alerts, trend tracking, per job breakdowns from your real data. And then there's the MCP server. So all that carbon data sitting in Google BigQuery, we expose it through the Model Context Protocol, which means the GitLab Duo agent can query it. So in VS Code, I open GitLab Duo Chat, point it at the MCP server, and now the DuoOps Advisor agent has access to all that carbon data. I can just ask it, which jobs are costing me the most carbon this week? And it pulls the numbers straight from BigQuery and answers right there in the chat. And for full automation, I mentioned DuoOps on a failing merge request and it runs a 5-step flow. Fetches errors, diagnoses root cause from logs and diffs, validates the CI config, commits a fix on the branch, and posts a report with the root cause, the fix, and sustainability recommendations. Which brings us to the conclusion. For this hackathon, we produced 5 deliverables: a GitLab CI component, an MCP server, a CLI tool, a custom Duo agent, and a custom agent flow. CI pipelines already cost you time and money. DuoOps is the first system that makes them accountable for carbon too.